My name's Lily. I sing and I play some guitar really minimally, and I play piano the best, but I wrote the songs and then I have them to make the songs come to life.
I'm busy. I play guitar and I like producing.
I'm Gage. I play guitar. I do a bit of production, not for Lily, but just in general.
Yeah, and we also have two other band members, David and Daniel. David plays bass and Daniel is our drummer.
Bringing heavier funk stuff, contrasting with her like more ambient, soundscapey kind of vibe that I know she loves to pull from. And then Izzy bringing in like electronic elements on top of all that, and kind of making that like hazy, ambient, but still like edgy and kind of aggressive sort of something they're going for.
I feel like we definitely have like all of us kind of agree on like Grimes being a huge inspiration for this project in particular. Like kind of like making Grimes if like someone had a baby with Grimes and like wasn't as good as Grimes, but it was heavier.
Different interests of Grimes too. Like I know Lily relates a lot to like the vocals and the synth. I know Izzy really enjoys the production, and I kind of share a bit of both of those interests in that. So like just kind of all pulling different elements from the same artist that we all enjoy and kind of pouring that into. I feel like one that we've all worked on together is Necklace. That has like a good bit of history so far.
Yeah, all of the stuff that I have out right now, I wrote myself and worked with another producer on it. However, we have been writing and recording together, and we have a new song coming out, which that is like our most special one. I wrote like the basis of it, and then I brought it to Izzy and Gage, and we worked in Izzy's studio in his room. Izzy is producing, and then Gage is playing all of the instruments himself, which they can tell you more about that than I can. I just sang it.
Well, yeah, like Lily said, like all of her previous work was with like another producer. We were just kind of recruited, and she was like, "Hey, be in my band," and we were like, "Yeah, we'll play in your band."
Exactly.
And then Necklace came about, and she sent it to me, and me and Gage were just like, "Let's try some stuff out on this." Yeah,
like we could actually take this cool direction. It's just been us like building different cool ideas every week or so as we have fresh stuff to contribute to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, naturally, with the way that I write, it's very, very minimal, and it's like I come up with the chord progression and the melody for it, but Izzy and Gage are really, really good at like bringing out elements of like other genres that I actually really do want to like drive home, rather than what it's been right now, which is just kind of like flat out like alternative with like specks of like other genres here and there. But I think this is we're trying to like make it like a good song that like segues from what I already have, that goes into more of like sounding like us.
You actually feel a part. It kind of takes a little digging to find that space. For him, it's definitely art, fashion, and straight out music production. For me, like, I guess over the past few years, it's like punk music or hardcore music. Not outright like metal shows, more definitely in the punk and hardcore realm, but just those types of shows in Raleigh were definitely something that like kept me inspired as far as what I wanted to create, and ultimately like what I've been contributing to Lilly's project.
Well, I thought the black and white Hopscotch Day Party, it was really nice. I thought it was like a lovely little afternoon, and it was kind of fun because it was just like this quaint little coffee shop, but there were like girls screaming at like 2 p.m., which was awesome. The portal went well. It was really fun. We do like, I think that we can all agree that the crowd always goes harder when we are playing the more so punk songs out of our set. And I think we definitely want to go in that direction, kind of punk, but still with like the electronic, Grimes, ethereal element. And we do have new music coming. Necklace, which we've played. We even played it at like the Chanel Beads show. We've been playing it. It's just we're taking our time.
I guess for me, something that I've been super intentional about since I was maybe 22 is being a part of musical events that are like for a reason. Whether it be like playing jazz for an art show, or how I met Lilly actually playing music during a fashion show, or doing like musicians for overdose prevention or musicians for homelessness prevention, like playing shows that have a cause to donate to. I feel like the networking is much more meaningful, and I feel like once you kind of open people up with music, you can open them up with a certain perspective on community as well, and that's something that I try to keep close to the chest with music as well. It kind of inspires me to like keep going in some sense. Our favorite as a band that people might not think about is maybe Baby Tooth.
Baby Tooth is hard.
Yeah, Baby Tooth is definitely one of our favorites as a band.
I feel like that was the first time like we had like that little chemistry thing going, where we were just like doing it during the chord sections. Like, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, Baby Tooth, if people sleep on it, it's fine.
I feel like Baby Tooth and Dizzy Baby, the baby ones.
Like live and on Spotify too. Like live, I feel like that's the turning point in our set when we play those two either back to back or they both just get played. Like it's definitely a good point for the set. And then on Spotify, like they're great tracks in and of themselves.
Yeah, there is definitely a noticeable difference between us live and the recording. Like, just naturally, live is a lot heavier. But the recording ones, like, they're very layered and heavy in that way. But I think live, there's just a whole other, like, element of all of our emotions in that moment that come out, rather than, like, you're just hearing mine.
That was something that you said to me in the first conversation that we ever had, is that you wanted the way the music sounded to be pretty different from how it was performed. And it was, like, such a vague, swapping of information at that time. I was just like, okay, I know what she means. And then seeing that it's turned out this way, I think that we achieved part of what you set out to do.
Yeah, so much that I want out of a live show is, like, what I want us to do is what I would want if I was the person there for the show. Like, I don't, like, yeah, it can sound like the record great, but I feel like when it's, like, heavier and, like, we're actually, like, I don't know, we're literally, like, putting our energy into it, and you can just, like, feel it more naturally. I'm Not Hungry and Dad Song are fun because they, like, well, I feel like for a lot of the songs, I'm just, like, I tell them, I'm, like, do whatever y'all want at the end, just whatever you're feeling. And I don't know, I think the crowd really likes it too, when, like, Gage and Izzy solo. or when they go and stand next to each other and play with each other. I think people really love that. Yeah, and I feel like Dizzy Baby for me is my favorite to play, but that's just because you can naturally, like, it's like what I want the crowd to do. Like, I want people to be like jumping and like be like, oh my god, I didn't know that they were gonna play this after we played like Sweetest Apple or something. It's like, it's very different, but still in the same realm. Yeah, look out for Necklace. We're really excited for Necklace.
Yeah.
Necklace is gonna be cool. I think Necklace is like the perfect like transition, especially like bringing in like a new producer, because it's gonna sound different than all of the rest of my catalog.